In the quiet town of Umunze, where people still greeted one another at sunrise and the smell of wood-fire soup floated through the air, Nkem was known as a good wife. Too good, many would later say. She woke before the roosters crowed to prepare Chinedu's favorite meals. She made sure their compound shone like newly polished brass. She cared for their children with patience and prayer, doing everything a woman was expected to do and more. But Chinedu was not satisfied. Where kindness lived in Nkem's heart, bitterness lived in his. It started with small insults, comments he brushed off as jokes. "Nkem, you're getting fat. You don't look like the girl I married. Do you think any man would still want you?" But as time passed, the insults grew sharp enough to cut bone. He no longer hid them. Even in front of visitors, he spoke to her as if she were a servant, not a wife. Neighbors whispered, elders shook their heads, but Nkem endured. In her culture, a woman was expected to manage her marriage. So she managed, until managing began to destroy her spirit. Then came Adaora, young, slim, bold. She followed Chinedu everywhere, laughing loudly to show she had won what was not hers. And Chinedu, blind with foolishness, began bringing Adaora into the home Nkem had built with her sweat. Nkem cooked for them both, washed their clothes, kept her tears hidden under a wrapper. But even the earth, wide as it is, has a limit. So did Nkem. One night, Chinedu pushed her aside on their own bed while Adaora giggled. They kissed beside her as though she were nothing but a shadow in her own marriage. That night, something inside Nkem broke, and something else awakened. While the moon watched silently through the window, she packed her bags and her children's clothes. She had kept evidence of every insult, every humiliation, every bruise on her heart. She was ready. By morning, when Chinedu stumbled into the sitting room, Nkem stood by the door with her children. "Where are you going?" he demanded, grabbing her arm. Nkem's voice was calm, calmer than he had ever heard it. "I am leaving," she said. "I have swallowed enough pain to drown a village. My children deserve peace, and so do I." Chinedu laughed at first, then begged, then threatened. But Nkem did not look back. She walked out with her dignity intact and her children by her side. Not long after, Chinedu's misfortunes arrived like hungry vultures. The businesses he boasted about crumbled one after the other. Investors withdrew, clients vanished. Even Adaora disappeared the moment she heard he was broke. Only then did Chinedu realize that Nkem had been the pillar holding his life together, the quiet strength he never valued. Without her, his world collapsed like a weak fence during the rainy season. But Nkem blossomed. She started a small catering business, and before long, customers lined up for her famous jollof rice and pepper soup. She joined a women's cooperative, found support, rebuilt her confidence, and discovered a peace she had forgotten existed. The elders in the village often said, when a good woman leaves, she carries her blessings with her. Chinedu learned this lesson painfully. Nkem moved forward, step by beautiful step. Because in Africa we say, when you plant evil, you harvest shame. When you plant kindness, you harvest abundance. What Chinedu sowed, he reaped. And what goes around? If you enjoyed this African story, don't forget to like and follow. More powerful stories are coming your way. Always comes around.